What is going on, guys? Another night here with Worth the Talk. I am back. Now, I know I took a couple weeks off and Thanksgiving happened and all these things happened. I apologize. I went through some stuff and I had to kind of recollect myself. And one of the biggest things that I learned from this healing journey, self love, all the things that I've been teaching myself is that when I'm really going through stuff, I need to take some steps back and regroup because I'm no good to anybody myself if I'm trying to battle through all these things that are happening, stressing out, and just pretty much mentally just getting drained out and having no energy for anything if I'm not taking the time to really, you know, help myself with that situation. But I am back. I have some great things lined up coming up soon for the next couple of weeks. Don't think that I forgot about the stuff that I was doing. I was still thinking about ideas and talking to people about, what's to come and what I want to do. I just needed to take a break from some of the things that were happening in my life because it was a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with today's quote of the day, and then I'll go ahead and start talking to you guys about some new announcements, some new things going on, new guests, and my big announcement is that introducing my son to everybody. So the quote of the day today goes, "We will either find a way or make one." And I like these simple, very short quotes because they get straight to the point. It tells me what I need to hear, and I allow myself to really kind of let those few words make a big impact on what's going on with my life. So we ever get stuck and you're in a situation where you just don't know what to do, you don't see a way out of it, you don't, either whether it could be financially, relationship, or family, whatever. Whenever you feel stuck and you feel like there's no way, you gotta sometimes just improvise and make your own way. Make something that works for you, that makes sense for you, because that's really what it's all about, you guys. Is taking care of yourself. Because when you're like someone like me who loves to take care of other people, you get lost in that and forget about yourself. But things like this will be a reminder to yourself that when you find no way into help yourself or help anybody else, I mean, you just make one up. Make a way, find a way, and eventually things will come to you. We spend a lot of time looking for answers instead of letting answers come to us. And sometimes those answers that come to us are the ones that benefit us the most instead of spending all that time searching for an answer to, give us. So as far as announcements, I plan on having 3 guests coming up the next couple of weeks. It's going to be my friend Mario, my friend Jordan, and my friend Justin. They all have different, personalities and different reasons why I'm bringing it on to the podcast. But it's definitely going to be interesting conversations with them for sure. They all have something that they can bring to the table for this podcast and what this podcast is all about. So I'm very excited to have them. I've already been chatting up with them. I'm setting up dates to meet up with them and pretty much just talk about what's going to happen and what I want to do with the podcast. And that's something that I don't know if you guys know, is that I like to meet up with the people that I'm going to bring on the podcast, whether I know them or not, just to get them to have a feel of the way I talk in the podcast. I mean, you guys seen two guests that I've had so far, the way I talk to them, they're my friends, but when it comes to this podcast, I really kind of just really take it serious, and I want them to take it serious as well too. And we can have fun with it and everything, but this is something I'm very passionate about and I take very seriously. So I just want them to kind of be on the same level as me. So my big announcement is I have a son. I've known about having a son for pretty much since I first found out, which was in 2021. Definitely not my ideal situation that I wanted to happen. But for what it's worth and what God allowed me to pretty much experience is I'm grateful for having my son. I'm grateful for the life that I was able to bring onto this world. My son is absolutely beautiful. He is a very handsome boy. His personality is a lot like mine. His smile is like mine, and he even smiles just like my daughter. So it's so nice to see the same attributes, the same personalities kind of come out, seeing it all over with my son. So he's a year and 9 months. He turns 2 in February. So, it's going by pretty fast. I'm not going to go into details about my son's mother because right now I'm still going through court stuff with her, and I don't ever want anything to be used against me with this stuff because me and her are not we're not good. I don't hate her, but I just don't like what she's doing, and I don't like the person she is. But that's just my opinion. I'm never gonna speak ill about her to anybody, because if my son ever watches this video, I don't want him ever seeing that I'm bashing his mom, because I'm not gonna do it. Um, so basically, I've been going through, the court system now because things between me and her just couldn't be done civilly. So I took the initiative to just say, you know what, um, I don't want to do this between me and you. I think we need to involve people that can do this for us. So now it's lawyers involved and all this stuff. And let me tell you something, guys. I was never with the person, which is obviously something I'm not proud of. But it's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's so stressful. I know you guys heard me talk a lot about my depression and the anxiety and all the things that I battle through. Yes, that did have a lot to do with it, but in I still have my own demons. I still have my own stuff that I battle with. So it's not necessarily that was causing so much of it to happen, but it was definitely part of it, and it's a big deal. And I didn't take it lightly, so I definitely felt that stress come on my body, mentally, physically. And let me tell you guys, mental and physical tiredness is two different things. I mean, when I've been physically drained, I can still find the energy to do stuff. But when you're mentally drained, man, it drains the living crap out of you, and it sucks. And you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to eat. You don't want to this. And that's exactly what happened to me. I mean, I felt like from this whole time, I've been getting kind of chunky, but I know what I'm capable of. And I know if I go back to the gym and I'm dedicated, I can drop the weight. I can go back to looking the way I was. So right now I'm being way too lenient on myself and just saying, you know what, whatever, just eat and whatever. Sometimes I don't eat because I don't want to eat. So it's a up and down thing. It's not fun. Going through the court system is not fun. It's very nerve wracking. If any of you guys have experienced it, then you guys know what I'm talking about. It's not fun at all. Getting lawyers involved and having someone speak on your behalf, basically putting your future on their hands and letting them speak for you. But obviously that's what we pay them for, because it's their profession. It's what they study for. And I'm very grateful for my lawyers. They're doing an absolutely amazing job with everything. So, my son, he's a junior. So his name is Mark Anthony Hewitt, or Yana, but I call him MJ. For Mark Jr., I like MJ. Mark Jr. is kind of just for me. Yeah, I mean, if you guys see on my post on Instagram, you guys know, you guys seen it. A lot of you guys that show support, I appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys. I had to keep it under wraps for as long as I did, because I needed to know what was going to happen with the situation. I needed that certainty, that guarantee of what was going to happen. I mean, I just barely introduced the idea to, and the fact that my daughter had a brother, to her in October, which was Halloween. Actually, me and my daughter's mom sat there and talked to her, and pretty much just said, "Hey, like, you have a brother," and she was my daughter's. She's amazing. She had a great expression on her face, and she was happy. And she said, "I can't wait to meet him." And I was just kind of feeling her in, because I knew coming into November, my court date was going to come faster than I could ever expect it to come, and it did. In a blink of an eye, my court date happened, and the results were good. I was happy with them, and now a different process is going to be happening now with this. But my daughter's going to meet her brother, and they're going to be able to bond, and I'm going to be able to have them together at the same time, which is huge for me. I mean, just even putting in the other car seat in my car was just like, I'm a 2 car seat guy now. And it's like, it wasn't ideal for me to be a single father. But again, the decisions that I've made in my life, I take full responsibility for it. And I know that my actions are the reason why I'm two parents, a two child single father. And you know what? I will make the best out of it. I will find a way, however I need to make it all work, because I'm a great father, and I don't need anybody to tell me that. I already know that I am. My daughter reminds me every day that I am a great father, and my son will as well too. So I'm excited for all that stuff. Um, it's amazing. It's a great feeling. It really is. It's exciting to know that I'm going to start a new chapter going into the new year with my son and my daughter together. I can't wait to take pictures with them. And I can't wait to experience this new type of environment and life with them. So it's just, aside from the stress that I was feeling and all the things that were happening, the break that I needed to take, when I look at the positive things, my son's going to be home with me on the days that I have him with my daughter, and working up to like the overnights and all that stuff. And it's going to be great. I'm going to have my own little family, and eventually, build up to something greater. And, cause at the end of the day, guys, like, I want to get married, and I want to be with somebody, and that's just the ultimate goal in this. But first, my focus is obviously my kids. I put them first right now over everything. And, I'm taking some steps back in my 2-year-old, but it's being an experienced father. My daughter's 6, turning 7 next year as well too. I've had some experience. Now every child is different and every experience is different, but a lot of similarities are still there. And I remember so much. And my father's like intuition that I have, it's like comes back when I have him. So I know, and it's like, cause he's my blood. I sense those things that are wrong with him. I sense those things that he likes and doesn't like, or, whatever the case is. So I adapt to it. My daughter, she's set in stone. She has her little personality. She knows what she wants. She knows what she likes. She knows what she doesn't like. And those people that have a child from 5 and up, you already know that their personalities are pretty much almost set. Their minds are like sponges, and they absorb the things that they see. They absorb the things that they watch, eat, all that stuff. And eventually, they're just like, I know what I want. I want this. I want that. And it's pretty simple. My daughter's the easiest person. If you guys have met my daughter, you guys know she is one of the most respectful, loving, caring, sensitive girls out there. And I love her to death. That's my little twin. My son's my twin as well too. So it's crazy to know that when I have them both, I'm going to be looking at myself in 2 different ways. So it's nice. I appreciate you guys for the love and support that you guys have given me. I hope all you guys have had a good Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving was okay. It wasn't anything crazy, but I got to spend time with my daughter. Unfortunately, I didn't get to spend time with my son due to reasons that were not mine. But it was a good Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful not just for being able to eat, sleep, have life, a roof over my head, all that stuff. I'm not just thankful just on Thanksgiving. I'm thankful all the time. I may not talk about it all the time, but in my heart, I'm always thankful. I'm thankful for the people that are in my life. I'm thankful for the friends I have, and you guys know, like I sent you a text message. If you're one of those people, I sent you a message letting you know that I'm thankful for our friendship. I'm thankful for whatever reason I have you in my life for, and I cherish you guys to the death of me, and I will always find a way, however I can, to help you, take care of you guys, love you to the best of my ability, and just be the person I can for you guys that you guys need from me. Now, I went to Dreamstate. I'm just go do a little quick recap about Dreamstate, which is a trans rave happened in the Queen Mary this year. Usually it's at the NOS Center in San Bernardino where all the raves are at, but I waited a whole year for this rave, and oh man, let me tell you, man, you guys saw my videos, but let me tell you, the experience being there in person was just surreal. It was just the music, the lights. I got to be up in the very front with the DJs, and just experience the noise, the serenity, the love from other people, and the environment, the atmosphere. Everything was just it was life changing for me. Although I had already been to Dreamstate before, this one just kind of hit different. The music was great. The food, oh my god, I cannot stand the food there, because like they know people are drunk, they know people are high, they know people are on drugs, and they charge like $30 for this like little thin ass quesadilla, and it pisses me off. I hate it so mad because that's the only food you're gonna get for the next like 8 hours, 10 hours if you're there earlier. But like all the dancing, all the walking around, all that stuff, like unless you're sneaking food in there, like you're gonna have to get some food there. And that's what I did the first night. The first night I had eaten before, and then I started drinking. But then I got hungry because I dance. I'm a dancer, you guys. Like if you guys know me, like I love to dance. I'll dance anywhere. But to this specific rave, I dance like crazy. I mean, walking out of the rave when it was over on Friday night, my feet were killing me. I wake up the next day, I can barely walk. And to a reminder, I woke up like at 2 in the morning. No, I'm sorry, 4 in the morning, cramping so bad on my calf. Like it was like the worst thing, worse than I ever had, like playing football. Like it was so bad. I'm just screaming in my room, just like I'm dying because that's how bad it hurt. And then I woke up a couple hours later, and I couldn't even walk on that leg because my calf was still so sore and in pain. So it sucked. But luckily I was able to recover enough to be able to dance like crazy on Saturday as well too. But I was sore for the next couple of days after that. But again, the food I ate, I bought like this Crunch Wrap. It was like this like crappy version of Taco Bell's Crunch Wrap Supreme. And let me tell you, if you think the Crunch Wrap Supreme from Taco Bell is small, this was 10 times smaller. And it was horrible. It was horrible. And it cost me $23. $23. That is a whole meal somewhere else with more to get. That's a statue. You see these statues here? Some of these statues cost me like $20. And I could have bought another statue with that food that I don't even remember eating. I just made a video at the time I was there because it sucked ass. And I was like, I'm never buying this food again. It sucked. And oh my God, I didn't eat nothing after that until I got home because I was so disappointed. And I'm telling you, if you guys people that rave, the food sucks. It's horrible. And these vendors come over here and they cook you up some rubber meat with cheese and a old ass tortilla for a chicken quesadilla, and it's like, here you go, $35, $25. And you have no choice but to pay for it because you can't sneak food in. I've never seen anybody sneak food in. I probably should have snuck a couple of Snickers in there because I was definitely not acting myself after I was done eating that because I was pissed. But the second day I had a big ass meal before and after. I think I hit Jack in the Box the second day, and 2 chicken sandwiches, two junior bacon cheeseburgers, like 6 tacos, some fries, and a drink. Oh man, I fucked it up. It was so good. But anyways, overall the rave experience was amazing, and shout out to my boy Daniel because he's the one that got me into raves in 2021. He took me to my first rave, which was Nocturnal, and I fell in love with it. And I was like, you know what, let me experience all the other ones. And I just kept falling in love with it. I know I'm 28 and I should have experienced a long time ago, but at the time back then I really wasn't into stuff like that. It wasn't me. I just didn't feel like I wanted to do that stuff. But I'm not gonna say I missed out. Maybe I missed out on great performances by different DJs and great songs, but at the end of the day, like, these new experiences for me now are amazing and they're great and I love it. And I think that it's not too late unless you're like 50 or 60. Then I don't know what you're doing if you're going to raves at that time. It's not me. But right now it's cool. I love it. I love the music. I blast it in the car. I blast it when I'm working out. My daughter loves some of the music as well too, so it's fun to watch it and record her and dance to it, all that good stuff. But Dreamstate was great. I love Dreamstate. I can't wait to go to it again next year. From what I heard, it's going to be at the Queen Mary again next year, which is in Long Beach. And let me tell you, that drive there sucked. It was about an hour and 30 minutes, hour 40 minutes there, and it sucked. But yeah, I can't wait. I think I'm gonna go to Beyond this year and this next upcoming year, and I'm gonna try to go to Skyline. So I'm really excited to go some of those other raves too. I like to do some house shows too in LA. I've been to a few and I really like them, so definitely plan on doing those as well too. Now, as far as my podcast, guys, as you kind of see, I kind of fixed a little bit of the background and I kind of changed some things up a little bit. I'm gonna be trying to adjust as much as I can, but for overall, this is kind of what you are gonna get from these podcasts. When I have guests here, I have another table that I'm gonna use from side to side, so you guys can both see us, and then I'm gonna have my microphones facing ourselves, each other. So obviously, there's good communication, there's good, eye contact, all that stuff, and then for the camera as well too. So take a look out for that. If I'm not mistaken, I think my next guest is going to be Jordan Lewis. He does photography. I've shouted him out for the photography. So if you guys are looking for a photographer for this season for holiday pictures with the family, with the girlfriend, with the boyfriend, with the kids, he is one of the best photographers locally here in Riverside that I have known. So his punctuality and his photography and his skills and all that stuff that he works with is really good. And if you guys know who that is, then you guys know how to search him. But if not, then I'll go ahead and tag him on this video so you guys can again hit him up for some photography. I don't know what his schedule looks like. I know he gets booked up pretty good, and I know that he's getting married this Saturday. So just take a look out for his scheduling and stuff like that. And congratulations to you, Jordan, for getting married. I think that's awesome. I'm jealous of you. I want to, be at the same level as you one day, to be able to get married to somebody that I truly love. And I know that you love your fiance, and you guys have a beautiful daughter together. And, shout out to you for holding it down as a man, to your child, to your now future wife, and to yourself and the family that you have around you. It's awesome what you're doing, and I couldn't be more proud of you. I've known you since high school, so I know the difference that has came across in your life, all the things that you have battled and all the things that you have overcame. I'm proud of you. I love you, and it's just awesome, man. I'm really, really happy for you, and I enjoy your wedding on Saturday, because it's a once in a lifetime moment that you're gonna be able to experience with your friends, your family, and your daughter's going to be able to see that too. So it's going to be beautiful. She's going to have a great example from the both of you guys to be able to grow up and know what it's like to be with one person and to get married and to fall in love and all those things. So, kudos to you guys. Alexis and Jordan, congratulations again. Well, guys, I wanted to keep this video short. It's more of just like an update, nothing crazy. I missed you guys so much. If you guys have any feedback, anything that you guys want to see from me, if you guys want to be in my videos, please contact me. I'd love to have you guys. But I also got to be able to meet up with you guys first to see, how everything's going to fit. Because I want to make sure that these videos have good dialogue, that someone that can keep a good conversation and keep that conversation going. Because, if you plan on being kind of one worded with these conversations, it's really not going to work out. And I don't want to lose, you guys, and the person that I'm talking to, like during the podcast, like the interest and all that stuff. I want you guys to be engaged with me and be able to talk and hold the conversations just the way I do. So, for now, I'm going to call it as it is. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. This video was not going to be anything crazy, but I'm happy to be back. And I'll see you guys soon, and I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Thanks.